I'm in the lab, we in our bag. I'm talking that rich shit, do the math. I don't go to mass, I put on a mask. My last experiment ended bad. I knew what I had and it was some gas. I went to the garden with the hash, puff up pass, and then I had to get my ass back in the lab. We just hit 1500 Franken and it make a lot of sense. And punks I'm gon' be staking and they make a lot of sense. It's to the moon, there's no debating that these diamonds in my hands. Dog, please give me a chance, dog, please give me a chance. This shit undisputed, yeah, we poppin', we gon' get this lit. This is what we do, I'm with the crew, we not gon' flip this shit. We been going crazy in the lab, we so insidious. Watch me get my pump, Franken on my bucket list. My Franken gonna pump, you could double if you dumpin' in it. We gon' run it up, saw this project, now we stuck up in it. Yeah, we got full crypto punks from Lava Labs, it's obvious there's profit in it. Probably gonna take off on a rocket ship, I'm hopping. I wish I had Elizabeth to myself, I know she bad. You can catch me in the metaverse and now we all gonna dance. We got something, it's ain't lucky, it's all according to plan. I've been running for a minute, stop, pass that shit to Dan.
Hey, pass that shit to Dan. Bitch, I grabbed that shit and ran, doing damage to a dam. They ain't ready for our plans. Picky here with Dan, like it's Goku and Gohan. Us, we going ham, looking at you, you Peter Pan. GM to my Franken gang. No doubt, we bout to break the game. Running laps on them, tell me what else can I say? You heard my story, put my ledger in the grave. They can't wait, Franken tape, music through the blockchain. Fuck you, pay me, on delay. We here to stay, they bout to ride a wave. These bars hit your brain like a fucking lobotomy. Bitch, I went insane, now I'm chillin' where the monsters be. I've been through some things, type of pain that you hardly see. We've been moving profits, man, we've been mooning properly. On top, forever, probably. Drop top in good weather, you can't bother me. Taught myself the game, none of y'all can father me. I'm rightfully arrogant, beg my pardon, G.
That's my Franken queen. She spent all my Eve. Where she taking me? To the moon it seems. I don't want no apes. I don't want no fidenza. Man, my life has changed when I met the doc in November. Gave a call to my cool cats, to my doodles. Call my punks. We be in the punk spill studio. We got punks. We got FrankenPunks. We got Franklin. Blicky one again. We got Benjamin Banklin. We the Franken Kings. We spend all I eat. Oh, Elizabeth, won't you talk to me? I don't want no apes. I don't want no fidenza. Man, my life has changed when I met the doc in November. Pass my blood to my pump, till I'm pumped. Shit up, fill my cup, know the dots. Say what's up, FrankenPunk. We just minted this month. This I jam, this I bump. Punks for gang, send it up.
Good morning. Oh, how's it going, everybody? Check. We too early like birds, getting in those worms, and you nerds hating, just curve them, they fud and they just some vermin. Can't handle us, you too nervous, it's cause you ain't got no purpose. Yeah, check it. NFT's super sexy, man, it always lures me. I'm too focused and you know you'll never ever deter me. Crypto astronaut, DJ moving so hazardous. Crypto, what I gon' dabble, open seas like chapel, yeah. Chasing 100X is my ex, she been getting jealous. The man she's with like a peasant if you comparing me. I had to give you up, girl, for my legacy. I'm so grateful for my 3D Franken family. 3D Franken family. For my 3D Franken family. For my, check it. Ned, get the champagne. Hey, yo, Dan, let it rain. Real, recognize real, know I'm saying. Wait, hold up, Super Saiyan. Pop power level, 100K. Yeah, fractionalize that punk. Yeah, 4 volts, keep him safe. More sauce for the sake of it. Your eardrums getting blessed. Free meal, cousin. How you do it so smooth, like you stealing dozens? Right under your nose, you ain't seeing nothing. Bro, long time coming. Long nights in the basement, I'm out to something. Snitching about your problems will get you nothing. Start stitching up your life. Are you building something, homie? Have you written something, or you simply bluffing? Huh? Talk is cheap. You won't hear a peep from me unless I'm on the beat. Walking through the city streets of 6 right over me. I've been doing I've been going crazy, man. Cut it. Ain't it clear I'm the revenant? Bring the guillotine, let's get beheading then. Nah, I can't compare to them. I'm a one-on-one, bitch, it's evident. Put out the tape, gave him my soul, the gold, the gems in one letter, yeah. Feeling like Letterman. This is for my freaking veterans. This is for popping the bottles behind us and rightfully arrogant. Yeah, rightfully arrogant, bitch. Rightfully arrogant, rightfully back in the booth, bout to tear this shit. Rightfully project on moon when they hear the shit. Rightfully goats, rightfully chose for the throne. Rightfully fucking the game from the minute I spoke. Shit was just destined to blow. Riding, I'm rapping the code and I'm here with my bros. Out in the six got me frozen. Down on my fucking bones. Doing this shit till I'm ghost. I do it for Gassy, I do it for Ghost. I do it for Ice and I do it for Mose. Do it for Ned, do it for Jed, for Dan and Zenj. I'm talking that Banklin. Blicky and Kurt, put it in work. We hit him like Otis from back when. Yeah, so much growth been coming in rapid. Shake up the game, we've been looking like Rapture. Pokemon and you know you can't catch this. Dr. Eth, I treat him like Pastor. Dr. Eth, I'm in need of that power. He got me locked at the top of the tower. Liz the beach, she smelling like flowers. I'm kinda jealous of Doc, how you found her? Uncle John. We just been moving like Genghis Khan. Dr. Eth he never run. Now I'm writing blue chip songs, all organic on the Twitter, no gimmicks. Tell these bottles goodbye and good riddance. Rather die for all Frankens, we with it. I'm crossing the line today, that means I'm about to John Wicked. Ain't it clear I'm the revenant? Bring the guillotine, let's get beheading then. Nah, I can't compare to them. I'm a one-on-one, bitch, it's evident. Put out the tape, gave him my soul, the gold, the gems in one letter, yeah. Feeling like Letterman. This is for my freaking veterans. This is for popping the bottles behind us and rightfully arrogant. Yeah, rightfully arrogant, bitch. Rightfully arrogant. Rightfully arrogant. This is for my freaking veterans, yeah. We rightfully arrogant.
FrankenFamilia, how we doing, everybody? Welcome back. We are roughly 14 hours after our snapshot, which has been taken on the blockchain. Shout out to all you holders out there who are scooping it up. We saw volume spike pretty damn well, and even post snapshot, which is dope. So we're gonna enjoy a little bit of our celebratory stream here. Gonna give you everything you need to know about 3DFP. I know a lot of people just like coming out of the woodworks, like, what is going on? Like, you weren't part of the big holder call, you didn't vote on anything. I'll bring you up to speed. We have our white paper 2.0 that's out. So a lot of great information that's out there. A lot of great things that are like around the corner for FrankenPunks over the next 2 months are going to be massive for us. So it's just really, really great time to be a part of the project. Yeah, we're going to do some Franken news, if you will. We're going to talk about what in the world is going on with crypto, because it looks like it's just getting harder and harder by the day in terms of the markets being bloody. People are panicking. Fear and greed is like just been maxed out month over month over month. So what's going on? Are we about to all like become? Are we all about to go apply to McDonald's? Like, are we really going to make it? What is happening? I'm going to talk about that, my opinions on the market, both crypto and NFTs. And then later on, we'll have a guest joining us, a special guest who I think is really dope. Actually, I love what they're doing. I love their ethos. So we'll be talking crypto NFTs with said person later in the show. In terms of giveaways and the Discord reward system, the way that it's going to work for the Discord reward system, it's actually very simple. Just hang in the show. I'm doing it in a way that doesn't allow people to just like pop in and just like click one thing and dip. I wanted to actually be giving people points who are here engaging in the chat. So at a random point in the stream, I'm going to show you guys how to lock in those points to get the attendance. You're checking here on the stream. You get a decent amount of points for, showing up to these events, community events and stuff. So you just have to hang tight and pay attention. That's literally all you got to do. And you'll know exactly how to lock in those points to climb that leaderboard to get that world token. And then with our giveaways, with our allow list, I'll be giving away 10 spots at the end of the stream. Y'all know how we roll here. We'll be doing some of that. So yeah, it's going to be dope. Yeah, airdrop was last night, yo. Or not, sorry, not airdrop. Not airdrop, the snapshot. So what the snapshot is it we get to see in a fragment of time all of our holders and which addresses are holding what and how rare each FP is and the amount. So when time comes to do the airdrop, we have the snapshot to like allocate the world token to everybody. The snapshot always happens before the airdrop. Obviously, all projects have their own way of doing it. This is how we're doing it. Yeah, exactly. Snapshot. Let's go. I can't hear, but I feel the world energy. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly. All right, let's get into it. Let me share my screen. Let us get into it. So as you know, Snapshot season, baby. Shout out to all of you. Really pumped for everybody. It's just to clarify some things. I'll play this video and I'll clarify a couple things for y'all.
It's the big day! Our first snapshot is just a couple hours away. The more Frankens you hold and the rarer they are, the more world token you'll be eligible for. On average, our holders will be receiving 200 world per FrankenPunk.
Okay, so the calculation on how much world you're going to receive per FP simply depends on the price of world at that time. Also relative to Ethereum, because we're using Ethereum to purchase world. So someone asked, you're allocating 325 Ethereum to buy world specifically specifically to airdrop it to our holders. So they have this utility token that gives them access to our game. That's why we're doing this. Now, the amount of world you receive really just depends on what the price of world is right now. So for instance, the 200 world per FrankenPunk is for this 50% allotment. So we're breaking up the 325, 50% now, which is this snapshot, 50% later over 2 months. So really, if we look at per FrankenPunk on average, if we just draw an average over people's rarities and just like it, because it'll go from 180 all the way up to perhaps 300, 350, depending how rare your FP is and depending on the cost of world. So you could be receiving, you would be receiving more world because the calculations we did with these numbers that you see here was when world was like 16, 17 cents. Now world has slid down to like 12 cents, 12 and a half cents. So that volatility is obviously going to impact it. And we're scaling into our position. So we've probably done almost 30%. We're getting near to 30% of our purchases of spending the 325 ETH on buying world. roughly right now, we have 1 second. We have 2.4 million world in the treasury, but we're only at 30% of our purchases, guys. So by the time we spend that 325, like you do the math, it's going to be a crap ton of world. And if world is cheaper, that just means you'll receive more world. So there'll be more world per FP. There was some debate in the comments of like, yo, this is worthless. We're not getting any, like, it's not worth a lot now. And, you know, the markets are down. We're not Bored Ape. We don't have so much liquidity that we can just like airdrop every single holder like 80 grand, you know, or like a significant amount of money. Obviously, we want to get to a point like that. But for anybody who's been following along and is bullish on NFT worlds and believes in NFT worlds as a metaverse gaming project, I believe they're significantly undervalued compared to Decentraland, compared to Mana. If you just simply look at like the market caps, the fully diluted market caps, how early NFT worlds is, how strong that team is, the connections that they have with Microsoft, I think, you know, we're firm believers that it's going to be in a very, very powerful and well-respected ecosystem that a lot of projects will build on. And we're very early. So yeah, right now, what if you just take 250 world, 210 world, multiply it by the price of world token at the moment, you know, it's not like it's a bag, but this is a utility token that'll give people, it's even lower now. So y'all will be receiving more world. It's designed to give y'all access and an advantage into our ecosystem, into Punksville world. So that being said, I hope that answered one of your questions. When we had a question regarding what is going on regarding the purchases, how much have we purchased, all that good jazz. Let's wrap it up
That's
here.
only 50% of the 325 ETH that we're spending on World Token in our treasury, which means there's gonna be more rewards.
Zombies.
So tonight at midnight, we will have our snapshot, and then later on, the coming weeks, I will announce our airdrop date, when you'll actually receive these tokens, and the corresponding instructions on how to claim it. It is a good time to celebrate, my Frankens. You do you. I'm going to the top of my tower with Elizabeth, and I'm gonna throw Pickle out again just for the hell of it! Remember, the rarer your FrankenPunk is, the higher the evil score, and the more FrankenPunks you hold, the more rewards you'll be eligible for.
Simple, easy peasy, wheezy. We've been scaling into world. We mentioned the rarity and whale bonuses. As you own more and as you have like more rare FrankenPunks, the rarity, you'll earn more world token. Now these work in increments. They're not like it's not like there's ranges that you have to be in. It's not like each amount gives you a multiplier. It's like when you're in these ranges, you gain multipliers. Our Discord reward system has been live, which has been so far awesome. I'm liking the new engagement in the chat. I saw a funny comment like, "Doc, you're so beta, man. Why are you paying people to engage in your server? Like that's just such a dumb move. Like, you know, why are you creating rewards for people to come and be active?" And I just can't help but to facepalm of like, dude, what the F do you think a whitelist is, buddy? Like, what? Like, not that we're giving dividends out. We're just giving people gifts. We're gifting them a utility token for our gaming ecosystem. But like when we were in our pre-mint days, and people are fiending over whitelist and people are wanting to get the roles so they can get more whitelist. Why do you think that is? Like people act like they're not incentivized in the first place. Sure, there's blue chip projects that are like giga blue chip and people will just have extreme firm belief in them. But everyone has like people need incentives. And the same people that are criticizing are the same ones who act for incentives. So it's just so funny to me. You know, there's people out there, no matter what you do, like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So we just got to focus on the people who really care and people who really love and believe in what we're doing. White paper 2 is dropping soon. Futters be futters no matter what. Facts, bro. Yeah, I know. Y'all are smart. You smart. You smart. Roadmap 2.0 or white paper 2.0 is out. I'm going to show you guys that in a second. It's looking real juicy. We already published this history of transactions. Some people wanted to see, what transactions were happening from the Gnosis wallet, and we published that. It's available in the Discord and it's on our Twitter. Go ahead and check that. We just put out 3 proposals. I believe that. Let me just double check. We are reviewing them, and it looks like right now 3 new proposals that have been honed, worked on, and are ready for discussion. Let's go. So if y'all didn't see this, we have the land proposal 1, land sales plots, integrate a real estate market within our Punksville NFT world. Plots will be divided and airdropped to all holders. The most valuable land will be auctioned off to the highest bidders. Rental spaces will be open for those with an entrepreneurial spirits looking to set up shop. That's actually a sick idea. I freaking love that. That's actually dope. Community collection development, a self-sustaining one-of-one Punksville community-inspired collection. On a regular basis, our artist 3D Punks will create new FrankenPunk idol while following, your creative commands. Community collection, interesting. An investment portfolio. Invest a portion of the community wallet into a secure DeFi protocol such as Anchor. I love that. Monthly profits will be withdrawn to fund community sweepstakes and greater contest rewards. Anchor is doing like 18% right now, 17% APY, which is like really, really solid. It seems pretty like a stable protocol. So do check those out. Some fire proposals. Shout out to our holders for submitting those, and shout out to Jaffa, our proposal director, for going through that. Let's go. Yeah, exactly. We had some funny vids here. I think y'all have already seen these. So that's just like a little brief rundown. If you have any other questions, or if there's things that you feel like this hasn't answered, hop in our Discord. You don't even need to be a holder. You can hop in our Discord, go read our announcements, go check our white paper. Our white paper has a lot of answers. So if you go to 3dfrankenpunks.com, click on the right-hand side here, these little lines, you'll see something called docs. If you click the docs, like Dr. Ethville docs, here we go, white paper 2.0. So it goes over kind of like what we've done, where we've been, our history, where we are now, what we're up to. It gives you a good explanation of what NFT Worlds is and what we're going to be doing within it. Oh, nice. He has the future of NFT Worlds. The white paper is attached there, and we got a link to NFT Worlds there, which is dope. Our metaverse play to earn economy, the holders worlds rewards, our distribution cycles, when they're going to be coming out, how the Polygon network that it's going to be on, how to earn world in game, what you can do with your world, right? Growing the world ecosystem, and really how we started. We're not abandoning these at all. Our community and our proposal, our vaults, like that, those are things that are very important, and we're going to keep working on. And I think what we're doing right now with our incentives for our community is just dope, man. Like, you need to have strong incentives. Like, people who love the whitelist meta, people who, y'all know Psychedelics Anonymous, y'all know Voltura. Look how powerful incentives were with his marketing campaign. It changed. He really popularized like the Twitter whitelist meta, which to this day is still being used. Would people have engaged if he didn't have some sort of enticing incentive? Like, people, like, you need incentives. You just do. You just do, man. So it's gonna be great to kind of see how the reward system plays out, how y'all like it, ways that we can make it better, ways that we can make it more inclusive, ways that we can make it more compelling. It's cool. It's an experiment. Yeah, 200,000 world tokens over the next 3 months, man, for our rewards, which is real exciting. Governance, how our governance system works out. Just check it out. We go over everything that we're doing here. It's super slick. It's very organized. It's clean. Like, there isn't bloatware here. So give that a read. If you have any questionos, how we doing, Frankens? Info on the beta testing. Yes. Okay. So, I I don't have a date yet for when the beta testers are coming through, but what I do have is some glimpses of the actual. Oh shit! A glimpse of the world. Here, I'm going to show you guys. I got sent this today by our development team. The casino that's being built in Punksville. We're building a casino section, and it's coming together. This is inside the Franken Tower. People will be able to play. I'm actually not too sure about the actual the Minecraft casino games, but this is a look of like the interior. We got some great shaders on. I have actually been learning how to make the game more beautiful too. There we go. Check this out. How to make the game more beautiful. I'll have a lot of tutorials for y'all to figure out how to do X, Y, and Z. It's going to be great. The game's almost done. We're still finalizing a couple things, and once that's done, and like our development team have tested it, ran it, then beta testing will begin. Exclamation mark roulette. How long does it take you to record a full Franken video? Depends. It depends. I'll answer that in just a second. Just need to do one thing. Give me one moment, Frankens. I'm gonna just play some tunes. I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes.
Shorty pick a number, ask her what she want, and she told me that she only need a one-on-one. You can go and check the wallet, I'm just having fun. Watch some money come, I ain't tryna flip, baby, I just bought the dip. And yeah, my bitch is curvy, I ain't talking about her hips. Didn't need a white list, took a shot I can't miss. I'm just sleeping while they sleeping, they forgot the D-list. And I'm like, oh no, I don't want that FOMO. We about to blow. Don't blink too quick, might miss it when we go. And I don't wanna die out now. Dr. River said I'm gonna find out right now. Said the fall gonna be a 2 week now. And I hope you all hold to 10 ETH now. And I don't wanna die out now. Dr. River said I'm gonna find out right now. The fall gonna be a 2 week now. And I hope you all hold to 10 ETH now.
Alrighty. Rug is over. The rug is over. Thanks for the wait, guys. Where's Dan? Where'd he go? Dan. I couldn't help it. I had to snag me some world. Alrighty. So where were we? Where were we? Yeah, we're going over Franken stuff. Oh, I am doing some new type beat. Some new stuff type beat. I think you guys are gonna love this. I got some good entertainment to show y'all if you haven't already seen it. Let's I'm basically creating Web3 pranks, Web3 like social content, just like Web3 stuff that it has not really been done yet. K Money is a good example of kind of what I'm thinking. Y'all might know who K Money is. But for anybody who hasn't seen it, this is like the new content I'm putting together, like under my own brand. It's called Uplift. If you type in uplift_OG, that's our Gaz and I's social brand.
Hi there, what can I get for you?
Hey, could I get 2 Dogecoin, 2 Yuga Lab Bored Ape NFTs, 2 other side land, and supersize that for me?
Sorry?
I'll grab some Dogecoin.
Sorry, do you mind just repeating that?
Are you on TikTok?
No.
You don't make TikToks?
No.
That's the future, right? You got to be making 7 TikToks per day. As you do that to really scale, because like McDonald's not being on TikTok, I really think that's some real estate you guys are not capitalizing on.
Are you on TikTok? Yeah, Gaz is the camera guy. How long does it take to make a full Franken video? Somewhere between 5 to 8 hours if it's like from scratch. If I need to like the episodes with Pickle and like the more higher tier animations that are like new and fresh, they take a decent amount of time. There's a lot that goes on there of finding the scenes. First, I have to write the scenes, from writing it to then finding the stuff, then photoshopping it, and then keyframing everything, and then photoshopping again and keyframing, animating. There's a lot that goes into that, you know, character design and how are the scenes going to look, you know, and there's a lot of layers involved in some stuff. Other things are quick, maybe an hour or two. Depends on how intense the animation is. So yeah, if you guys like funny shit like that, we're going to be making some stuff for FrankenPunks. We're going to be building out this brand. So here's another good one.
All I need is your credit card information, Mom. Just your credit card information. I'm going to buy us some Dogecoin. It's going to go to the moon. It's going to go to the moon, Mom. Yeah, your MasterCard. Why are you like this? Useless. Useless.
Look at
so cute. Look at him, man. Yeah. You got him on Uniswap? Like, that's pretty good.
I got him from
Is that a Shiba Inu?
what's that?
Like the breed.
He's a Chihuahua pug.
German Shepherd? Yeah, I was just I was arguing with my mother. I'm trying to convince her to give her my her credit card information so I can buy Dogecoin. She doesn't get it, man. Yeah.
What
Like, there's this it was like Doge, Trillionaire, Billionaire, Inu, Crypto DAO coin. I was trying to, like, I don't know, it's like, you know, I'm just trying to make it, you know. All I need is
Billionaire, Trillionaire, Crypto DAO coin. Oh my lord. Dan, quick question. If I cop a FrankenPunk, will I still be eligible? So for this snapshot, it's done. If you buy a FrankenPunk right now, you've missed the snapshot. But we still have 50% of this rewards we still have another 50% of it to give out. So you'll be eligible for future ones if you bought it and held it for like June and July. Yeah, it's pretty stupid. This one was pretty dumb too.
Yo, what's up? I just got this new NFT. It's called Toilet Seat. I just had the craziest nightmare. Dare I say, I dreamt that I got rugged. Someone found my seed phrase. I'm gonna go right to the people and figure out what the hell's going on. I love you.
getting hot now, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Take it easy.
He said he loves me. Smash the like, retweet.
So stupid. So this is just rusty. Like, this is just warm-up type stuff. Like, we're just getting started. Like, I haven't done social stuff like that in like a year. So if you're laughing at this, you have no idea what's coming. It's going to be like 100x funnier than this. How do you change your name in Discord? I mean, you have two types. You have two Discord profiles. You have your main profile, and then you have your server profiles. If you want to change your server profile, you just like right click on your name in the server, or you search up your name in the server, like so. Here, I'll show you. Go to it. Go to, like, for instance, in FrankenPunks, I'm up here. So if I just right click my profile, this is my main profile. But if I want to, you see edit server profile, that's what you want to look for, and you can modify it. So just go into a chat. Just go into like the lab. Yo, what's up? What up, lab? If you just type and then right click, you can edit it. So and then you edit your server profile. Alrighty. That's enough of that. Yeah. If you follow Uplift on Twitter, Uplift OG _OG. Follow us. We got some funny stuff in the making. We got some funny shit in the making, man. Alrighty, went over white paper 2. All right. Let's talk markets. Let's talk the markets. What is going on? It's not looking good, guys, right? I don't know if you all keep up with like Bitcoin. I mean, if we just glance at it, things look disgusting right now. Bitcoin's coming around 36 grand. Ethereum broke 2,700. It's just red. We've just been like, I'm so numb to it now. It's just been so much red for so long. Yeah, I'm just pretty much numb to it. But you know, people are still extremely fearful, and the fear and greed, not only in crypto, but the fear and greed in stocks, fear and greed index in the stock market. Let's see what the investor sentiment is. CNN. I don't know how trustworthy this is. TBH. Yeah, seems about right. 30 for the stock market as well. Extreme fear. Holy. Wow, we're down to we're in the pandemic level of fear. Greed is like at 22%. We hit 10% during the start of the pandemic. Right now we're flirting with those levels, which generally is a fantastic buy signal. We saw Warren Buffett is buying big again. Look at this. Warren Buffett sat out most of post-COVID-19 sell-off. First quarter of 2022 with stocks falling again. He began purchasing some 51 billion of equities and selling less than 10 bills. So he's been a net buyer in 2022, but he's been net selling. He's been net selling since the start of C19. And now he's a net buyer, and that's smart money, right? That's whale smart money with stocks, that is. So interesting that, you know, what's the famous Warren Buffett quotes? I mean, come on, guys, this is just basic. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful, right? That's exactly what he's literally doing right now. I mean, he's got a billion quotes. I'm just looking for his popular one. But it's just interesting to see what retail is doing, what mainstream media is telling you, and then what is smart money doing, right? He's a net buyer right now. He's being greedy when most people are being fearful. Just interesting to know. Now, that doesn't mean, oh, tomorrow the markets are going to bounce. Like, oh, Warren Buffett's buying, the markets are going to bounce. Like, people get it twisted. Like, that's not how it works, right? But it's just good. Keep that in your mind. Like, you need to create a web of information in your mind, like a jigsaw puzzle. And it's like, okay, this little puzzle piece is telling me, you know, we're in really bad pain right now. Normal investors, like the retail investor, the person who bought GME and bought Dogecoin in January 2021, who buys when Elon Musk tells to buy, they are hurting so bad right now. And then we have a lot of smart money purchases going on. Okay, it's interesting. Like, just keep these in the back of your mind. Take notes. Shamdu is saying the world economy is free falling. And that's true. The world economy, not just the US economy, guys, the world economy does not look too great. We have the shortages in China with the new lockdowns and everything, supply shock, obviously the war going on between Ukraine and Russia. So, like, things are tense globally. There's a lot of tension right now. Hope you took profits. I did not take any profits. Please help me. I'm part of that camp, guys. I should have taken aggressive profits in January. Instead, I was like buying more altcoins and buying NFTs. And I am so down bad. But, you know, it's a learning lesson. I just have too high. I think a lot of us have extremely high risk tolerance if you're in the NFT realm. But at the same time, man, at the same time, it's like you also need to be smart and plan for your future. Like you need to balance both. Like obviously, if you're young, who even cares? You can always get it back. You can always get that money back. You know, and they'll get in the famous words of Gary Vee, I would give up an arm and a leg to be 25 years old again. I would give up a kidney, my kids, my Legos, my car. I would have my toenails plucked off just so I could go back a year to have a year of time again. So, you know, if you're young, if you're like, I would say under 30, don't pull your hair out. You know, I've gone through horrible losses in crypto the past like 1 year's great gains and great losses. It sucks balls. Like it really sucks, but you also have to just, you know, take it on the jaw, take it on, like you got to keep your chest up, and it grounds you. It's kind of like, it's all happening for you. It's to educate you. Like it's actually a good thing, because if you were one of those lucky people who became Shiba Inu millionaire, and that's awesome. There's also something that is lost when you get very easy money. You know what I mean? Like there's character that is built, and you actually appreciate the gains more when you've suffered to get them, you know? So if you're saying for over 30, you should, yep, if you're 30 and a day, you're done. Your life's over, man. Your life is done. I mean, look, we all got a long life to live. My point being is, if you've taken some big L's, obviously got to learn from it, but at the same time, like your life's not over. You know, you can build it back. Now, if you're like 35, you got kids, you know, you got a home, you got bills to pay, you put all your money into crypto, and like now you're experiencing the volatility. You know, every rose has its thorns, right? You like those big percentages, those big green numbers, man. It doesn't come without the pain. You definitely have to be careful, because that can be a hair pulling out situation, but in no way do I actually want you to pull out your hair. Yo, what's up, Zenji? I'm 35. I'm fucked. I mean, look, as long as you guys risk manage well and you ain't got like 5 kids and a whole family to feed while you're down bad, you ain't got to pull out your hair. You live and you learn. Yeah, you got to be smart. Like, as long as you can survive the volatility, you're going to be fine. It's going to be painful. You know, you're going to look at your unrealized P&Ls, and it's going to be really hard to stomach that, but we're not the first. We're not going to be the last. And in 2 to 3 years from now, we're going to be laughing. That's just the reality. Like, that's always been the reality. And there's something I want to show you guys real quick of, we need to zoom out. When you look at these charts, I've actually done some real TA today instead of my technical paralysis. But one thing I want to note, Bitcoin has never gone back to its previous all-time highs after a bull market. So if we want to call this like a parabolic bull market, now we're heading for a bear market. That's a big narrative you're hearing. People are calling for $20,000 Bitcoin, but historically, Bitcoin does not go back to its previous like all-time highs. If we look at the bull market we had back here in 2013, right? We went to, what is it, $1,000 or whatever. BTC after the 2017 bull market, it never returned back to these previous all-time highs. It just simply didn't. It was like 3-4x above it. So I don't think we're in for like going back to 20K. I actually think there's a lot of buy pressure in this low 30 range here. There's going to be so much buy pressure here. I think we're going to see a fuck ton of volume if it wiggles down. It's all if. We don't know yet. We're still in this like limbo. I mean, depends how you draw this, but we may have broken this trend. I mean, if you count the wicks, we're still technically wiggling up, even though it looks so gross right now. And this is just really the stock market is bleeding. The NASDAQ is bleeding. So, you know, Bitcoin's bleeding with it. But, you know, we'll have to see. These red zones that I've circled, these are periods of when the NFT market goes crazy. And so this leads into like the money flow that I want to talk to you all about. The way the money flow generally works in crypto is fiat goes into Bitcoin, right? So take a look back in the summer. We hit these lows. We got a crap ton of volume. Can I actually pull up the volume indicator? Let's look at volume. Okay, so summer, we saw a big volume spike. You see these red ticks, the same amount of volume we saw here before the next leg up. So big volume spike when we had this liquidation, big volume, which is great. So fiat is going into Bitcoin, consolidating. Bitcoin pumps up again. Notice we actually didn't get higher volume here. The highest volume was when we were in this consolidation, and we've actually yet to see that kind of volume again. We saw these like huge ticks. We saw it during the C19 drop. We saw it the consolidation during the rally going into 2021. We saw it again the start of summer in 2021. But right now, like, we haven't seen volume like that, guys. If you just look at the volume, we haven't seen volume like that for a hot minute. So there is concern there. But the fiat goes into Bitcoin, and then like this pump here from July into November was really good for large cap, mid caps, right? And the low caps were going ballistic near the top here. So that's how the money flow works, right? People buy Bitcoin, then it rolls into large caps, then it rolls into mid caps, and it rolls into low caps, and people sell, and they sell and buy Bitcoin or buy fiat, right? To accumulate more Bitcoin. You do all this degenerate stuff so you can accumulate more of the quality stuff, or just get more gunpowder and sit on the side. Now, at the end of this chart, below low caps is now NFTs. That's like the new shit that's actually here. NFTs, which is the most illiquid, the highest risk spectrum. NFTs is there. So the money flow is important, because until we see a pump like that, generally speaking, the NFT space is going to get real dry, and it already has. Sales are down real bad, even though we're seeing blue chips crush. Like, blue chips are crushing, right? Moonbirds, we saw them crush. Look at PXN just recently, absolutely crushing, sold out. Congrats to them and their team. So blue chips, I think it's so great to see that, even though it's really tough. You're seeing like there's not as many like very euphoric mints like there were in November and December and January with NFTs, but nonetheless, like, look at what happened with the other deeds, right? Yuga Labs. Look at Moonbirds. Look at what we saw with Solana recently. Solana NFTs going crazy. They're here to stay. It's really, really great, because it's not really a fad, even though we're going to see a flush out, and we technically already are. There's so many NFT projects. There's like 20,000 cryptos, and there just doesn't need to be that many. And a lot of them are just not doing anything. So we're bound for a flush out, and we're probably in the midst of it. If you look at this chart, it's showing us the amount of number of sales versus the number of like sales in US dollars. This spike recently was the Yuga drop, which was just absolutely ridiculous. In the middle of this like bear market, if you want to call it, NFTs are still doing ballistic shit, which is just crazy. But yeah, it sucks. It's very clear that we're not in a euphoric moment in the market right now, and money is there's no easy money right now. You really have to dig. The beauty of that, though, is, one, we really get to see what projects are made out of, and two, the builders will be revealed. So when all that hype dies down and people are not throwing money at anything and everything that has P2E on their website or blockchain on their website, once all that dies down, the real builders will be revealed, and they will actually get the recognition and the praise and the success that they deserve and that they've rightfully earned. A lot of projects takes years and years in the making. It's not just like overnight, even though you perceive it to be overnight, even though it's perceived that way. So yeah, it's looking rough out here, guys, but you just need to zoom out, man. You just need to zoom out. Just zoom out and be like, all right, it takes time. Like, you don't get jacked overnight. You're not going to become a millionaire overnight, even though you hear about those stories and people making a killing. And if you timed the market perfectly, like if you got in October 2020 and you bought Solana and you're up 150x, kudos to you. You played your cards perfectly. But that timing is very particular, and you need to be at the right place at the right time, know the right people with the right preparation. It's not simple. It's not simple. And usually the people who are in that position, they've had their own story and failures and successes to get to that point. They don't just wake up one day and be like, oh, I'm going to buy Solana at 50 cents. So it's a process, guys. Like, I'm feeling the pain just like y'all. It's a process. Like that material success, it really, generally speaking, does not come easy. It's just like any other thing in your life that you want to get good at. You just got to thug it out. You just got to learn, and you just have to, survive and stay and keep learning. Keep learning. Don't let the market shake you out, no matter how bloody it gets, because guys, we all know this shit is the future. Even though we're not there yet, even though we're still very early, especially with NFTs. If you're here, man, you're literally, I believe with NFTs, you're in that 2013 moment of Bitcoin, and watching Bitcoin go from $1,000 to $112 is gut wrenching. It makes you want to, it makes you want to do a lot of scary things. But nonetheless, the run up after that 5 years later is just delicious. So, like I said, every rose has its thorn. We love the pumps, we love the run ups, but with it comes volatility and with it comes risk. And now we're living it. Like, if you can handle this, then you deserve the green. But if you can't handle the volatility, then you're gonna be left behind. That's just the way it is. Like, that's how the market is, bro. The market's brutal. It will just always test you and always bring pain eventually. Like, it's just the market maker. Like, it's just designed that way. It's just designed that way, man. Landslide. Move on full of positivity. Yes, sir. And one thing I wanted to mention, is sometimes you need to just take care of yourself. Mid-April, I went to this little retreat with my girl, and we went to like the nice little Canadian cottage, and it was fantastic. This several weeks ago. It was just a great way to unplug. And sometimes, guys, the best thing to do, like, you can't control the markets, man. You can only control yourself. Little stone oven. Like, go and take care of yourself, man. Go and unplug. Like, get off the screens. Like, sometimes the best thing to do, hit the gym. Like, doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch, how many things you scroll through. That depends what you're trying to do, right? But if you're like, money now, what's going to happen with Bitcoin? It's out of your hands. No matter how many TA you do, what you do, it's not going to help. But like, you can go and enjoy your life. You can appreciate the people around you. You can work on yourself. Like, those are things you can do. So sometimes, like, just take time for yourself, unplug, come back. The markets will always be here, 365 per year. Like, you're not going to really miss out on much. And I think we're all really good at staying plugged into this stuff and keeping up to date with shit. But know where to draw the line of, like, Jesus, like, I'm going crazy and it's just, there's nothing I can do. Like, so just take time for your health, man. Like, just focus on what you can control. This was such a vibe. I was eating soup. It was like cold out here. Eating soup, major vibe, bro. Major vibe alert. What are we looking at here? Okay, cool. We're gonna go over a letter. 1 second. Let me minimize this bad boy. We're gonna talk some Zeneca. Talk about intellectual property, Creative Contribution 0 or Creative Commons 0, and then our guest should be, hopefully, Mr. Pons should be hopping in here in a wee bit. Fingers crossed. God bless y'all. Okay, now's a good time. Y'all have tuned in. Let's get your check-in and get your Discord rewards, people. Let's get you your Discord rewards. So what you got to do, it's super simple. In the description of this YouTube video, if you want to get your points for our Discord reward system to get your rank up, go into the description. Go into the description of this video, and you see where it says, claim, do your check-in attendance for this show, get your DRS points. Click that form, drop your Discord username there, drop your Twitter, hit done. Once it says you submitted, you are good. You've submitted your information to claim those points. So once again, in the description of this live stream, check that second link down there at the bottom, and you're going to see that Google form. Fill that out, drop your Discord ID, and you are good. You have checked in to claim your event points. You're getting one step closer to that top spot. So make sure you do that. And by the way, hang with us a little bit longer. I'm going to be doing the allow list giveaways at the end of the stream. That's coming up. That's coming up. Beauty. Hey, Ned, buddy. Cheers, bro. Much love, brother. Are Web3 pranks related to FP? So the stuff I'm going to be doing, it's more things in my spare time. I'm going to be doing some stuff for FP, but I want to build out this like social prank brand that is really focused on the wider crypto community, and it's not just FrankenPunk related. Like it's we're kind of like an echo chamber sometimes where it's like FrankenPunks are not something that's viral right now. And it's not something that like versus like talking about other side, you know, or talking about other things that are just more well understood in the crypto community, a language that's just more understood and more eye grabbing, whether we're talking Elon Musk. So FrankenPunks, there'll be bits of it and there'll be content like that we'll be doing for FP that will be hilarious. But a lot of the content will be geared to just the whole crypto community as a whole, because I consume all types of content: crypto banter, BitBoy, Gary, Banks. Like there's so many people in this space. Like I think there's really creative ways that, you know, we're going to go about tackling this to try and garner some respect and some attention. And we're just going to see what happens. It's kind of an experiment that Gaz and I are doing on our Lolos. So, you know, we're going to bless y'all in the community. We're going to give y'all some delicious content that is, you know, FrankenPunks, but also stuff that is not necessarily FrankenPunks and not even necessarily crypto related. But I do think crypto, NFTs, Web3, like who is doing funny social shit? Like who is really doing that? I think K-Money's amazing. He's doing really good sketches, but who is doing like real life pranks, going up to strangers? Like, I don't want to give away all my ideas because they're fire. We want to execute on them before people steal them, because I really, really, really believe this is some golden shit. And I just want to make like, I just got to create it and give it to y'all. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much, to be honest. But you know, if that sounds appetizing to you, give us a follow on our Twitter. I like the short video you shared on Discord. Is that the Shiba? Let me actually see if let me see if I have any other clips I can. I have some raw clips, not really edited ones. Some dumb stuff that we were doing. 1 second. Let me just see here. Snapshot. Okay, it was in 1 sec, guys and gals. There we go. There we go. I had some dumb stuff for the drive-through. What was this one? These are mad cringe too. I love it. All right, here. Take a look at this video file. Let me just share the directory. We did some This was like the first one we recorded like a week ago.
Oh, I feel like I'm a YouTuber. Look at the YouTuber B-roll.
Let me see here. Hold up.
Doing good. Hi there, how are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Doing good.
Yeah, so like that's some doing Dr. Ethel role play. I think I ordered like, I don't know what I was asking for, spider webs in my coffee. Oh god. Yeah, there's like a lot of footage here. I haven't even, some stuff in here I say is like kind of inappropriate, so I don't even want to I don't want to share it yet. But it's pretty stupid, right? It's pretty ridiculous. Let me see what else is here. I had some really edgy stuff. What was I doing? What was this one? Beautiful. Okay. We got our guest coming in here in just a second. I'm actually going to intro our good friend in a moment. Yeah, so that's coming soon, yo. It's coming soon. Artillery. We're bringing the artillery. How do you think dressing up as Doc, offering vials of acid to people on the street? Those are great ideas. Yeah, I wanted to buy a Dr. Ethel outfit and just do some troll stuff. There's so many fantastic ideas. Yeah, like that type of stuff's great. Alrighty, we're gonna have DePons hopping in here. I just wanted to intro with this fantastic manifesto that he published. This is just great. This is a fantastic read. So we're gonna read this bad boy, and we're gonna have our Frog King hop in here, and we're just gonna talk about the project, talk NFTs, whatever. We'll just shoot the shit, see where it goes. Yeah, I'm also in the Plague. NT, yo, let's go. We got some freaking frogs in the building. Okay, this is dope, guys. Get your popcorn for this one. I really like this. This was a really good read. A Frog's Manifesto. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. Wait, what? Has there ever been a line that was so succinct yet so pregnant with meaning? Yes, of course there has, but it sounded dramatic to act like there was not. In the story Animal Farm by George Orwell, frickin' legend, by the way, the pigs sold themselves as the benevolent leaders of the farm with the promise that all animals were equal, but it turned out some animals, namely the pigs, were more equal than others. What does that mean? Okay, keep listening. Let us write the statement another way. All humans are equal, but some, the elites, the famous, the powerful, the politician, the aristocracy, whatever you want to call them, are more equal than others. And throughout history, those elites have not only accepted this view, but have embraced it. The system is rigged. Today, they'll tell you to be more productive, and then they cut your jobs. They'll tell you to wear a mask, and then they party like it's 2019, not to be bothered with the same precautions they finger you with while you serve them faceless and nameless. They tell you you're going to make it. We're all going to make it. Wag me. And then they do backroom deals, coordinate pumps and dumps, influence you to buy crap to ensure you actually won't make it. They'll tell you to sacrifice your convenience to save the planet while they fly around the world on private jets, eat steaks from those flaunting cows, and emit countless amounts of CO2 from the hot air filled with the platitudes and nonsense they spew from your podiums. They'll tell you to buy the dip while they're selling it to you. They tell you pay your fair share of taxes while their buddies pay none. They'll tell you to get on Discord, be friends so that you can be their free marketing tool. Meanwhile, they're handing out whitelists to their buddies or select fews behind the scenes. They tell you to shut down your family business to stop the spread while the doors on big corp stay open. They create laws and regulations to protect the little guy, but only the big guys can afford to comply with them. They tell you that you have freedom of speech, freedom of thought, while 3 corporations located in one small area in the US dictate what you can say, when you can say it, what you can see, when you see it. Ladies and gentlemen, frogs. In the eyes of the elites, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Don't misread what we say. We're not asking for equality of outcome, nor are we advocating, and this is important, right? Nor are we advocating for handouts to those among us who expect others to work while they reap the rewards from our toils. We just want equality of opportunity. And that opportunity is what we are coming after. That is what Web3 represents to us. And I really think this is like an ethos that gets lost very easily. And I think this is just super, super important. Like this idea that like the working man, like the everyday man or woman, like man as in human, like the Web3 is for us. It's for us. Web2 and all the other stuff, like they had their fun. Like the corporate, the super elite, powerful, y'all had your win. Like this is our season, man. This is us. Decentralization of communication, decentralization of info, decentralization of money, decentralization of influence and power. Ultimately, the decentralization of opportunity. Right? Beautiful. Gold. The plague is like the JPEG, or more precisely, the NFT is our starting point. The plague of frogs represents 2 kinds of plagues. The plague is like a disease. A disease spreads quickly. A disease does not care about your race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, political affiliation, worldview, or your country of origin. Neither does the plague NFT. This is the beauty of the blockchain and being an anonymous. Different categories that we have put into by those who try and divide us are unknown, and we don't care to know them. The plague is also like the plague of frogs from the story of Exodus. The frogs were sent to disrupt the elites of that time and change the status quo, and we will do the same. So yes, these are just JPEGs, but they will serve as your membership into an army that is moving towards one common cause. We will unleash a plague of frogs to combat centralization of opportunity and corruption of power. You still sound crazy, Frogman. What are you actually doing? The answer to this question is simple. We will unite as many frogs as possible, and we will create opportunities from them through our DAO. We will stake our flag into multiple metaverses, not because we want you to live in them. Please don't. I love that. Yeah. But because there will be money to be made in the metaverse, and we want our frogs to use that money so they can live well outside of it in the real world. Real life matters. Avatars and virtual worlds are the means, not the end. We will be an incubator for frogs who have great Web3 based ideas, but no resources to act on them. We'll find Web2 business models that we can think to move to Web3. We'll create our own. And we will create our own, or we will partner with existing businesses to fill that gap. We'll buy real assets that people care about in real life, and they will be owned by the frogs. Some frog DAO type beat, man. The pawns. In summary, we will use the NFT holders and our partners, collectively the frogs, to snatch the opportunity from a centralized few, pretending to espouse decentralization, and use that opportunity to create positive outcomes for the many, the frogs. Beautiful. I see, a lot of the things you're saying here, dude, is fantastic. I really resonate. I really resonate deeply. I think this article is super well written, and I just like the simplicity of the project too. You know, we're not seeing we're gonna be the next P2E game. We're gonna like the authenticity, the just the straight upness, and with what you're doing here is really cool. Ladies and gentlemen, and all of our frogs and Frankens, we got the pawns in the building.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. Hearing you good.
All right, good. Thanks. I've got rugged by my Wi-Fi, so I'm using my cell phone hotspot, so I'm glad it's working.
Yeah, the elites, they know what you're doing, man. They're trying to rug you. They call it on.
Probably not, but yeah.
Let's go, dude. Yeah, man. I love what you're doing, dude. I like the project. I like what you guys are up to. Your ethos. It's dope. And we got some frogs in the building as we speak. Let's
Thank
go.
you. Yeah, I appreciate you having me on, and glad we can make it work.
Absolutely. Shout out Tulip for connecting us. Dope, dude. So, I mean, I kind of like to start these off by just playing a little rewind. Kind of just talking about how you got into space. Obviously, all respects, staying anon. You don't need to go into crazy details that reveal identity or anything like that. But kind of like how did you, like, I completely agree with that aspect of like the freedom that Web3 is supposed to, bring to us and the world as a whole. It's just like I didn't find it so much later. It's like, and how I found it was kind of unconventional. It wasn't from like what is the solution to this, is that it kind of just like fell in my lap through whatever friends or through just digging through weird videos or whatnot. I'm kind of curious, like, how did you get into Web3 or learn about cryptocurrencies, whatever, Bitcoin, ETH, and then ultimately, like, what led you to NFTs? Like, I'm just curious on your story.
Yeah, sure. So I started in crypto in 2017. Got wrecked like everybody else that started in 2017.
About the top, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I came in for money, right? I wanted to come and make money. I didn't really understand the technology behind it. I was just playing the speculative market. And so after I got wrecked, I still held my positions, but I didn't really play around with it too much until, again, 2020, when everything started heating up again. And so I was trading a lot of the crypto, the popular coins, and some of the not so popular coins, but that's neither here nor there. So, and then I started, the first NFT I purchased actually was land in the Sandbox, and so that got my attention. The virtual land, the Sandbox, and Decentraland. So I bought land in both of those. Again, speculative. I don't ever plan on hanging out really in the metaverse myself, but I know that's where it's going to end up. People are going to be there.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a new form of social media. So I bought the land again for speculative reasons. And then I started paying more attention to NFTs. After that, I minted a bunch of garbage, worthless stuff now. And then in November, I had a decent amount of Bitcoin. And in November, end of October, early November, I decided that, again, I had been in the NFT space long enough at that point to see what was going on. And I made the decision that a Bored Ape was a better play than Bitcoin. And that turned out to be the right play, actually. So I bought a Bored Ape and a Mutant. And I had never had social media before that. And I figured out if I was, I had nothing. I had never had Facebook, Instagram, nothing. So I got onto Twitter because you really have to be on Twitter if you're going to understand what's happening in the NFT space. And of course, when you have an ape as a PFP, people give you undeserved street cred, right? People thought I knew what I was talking about just because I had the ape, right?
Status.
I did giveaways for followers and those kind of things. And as I was doing the giveaways, I was trying to make sure I wasn't getting scammed on the people that I was giving them to. And I was just doing that, really. I mean, part of it was followers, and I was upfront with people telling them that. But part of it is I had done well in crypto, and I just really wanted to give back a little bit. I know people say that and it's cliche, but I really was. I think I gave away anywhere from, I haven't totaled it yet. I tried to total it when I was doing my taxes, and I think I got close. So anywhere from $20,000 to $25,000 worth of stuff in the fourth quarter of last year. But when I was doing that, I noticed two things. One, there was a lot of people that were winning the giveaways that were entering giveaways all day long. I mean, hundreds of retweets. And it was obvious that most of the giveaways they were doing were scams. People that were not actually going to give them the deal. And then I also noticed that, there was a lot of people just trying to make it. And I felt bad for them. There's one lady that I gave, I think it ended up being like $100. Well, she won an NFT. And then when I was talking to her, she was like, well, how do I sell this? I was like, do you want me to just give you the money that the NFT is worth instead of the NFT? And she said, yeah. So I gave her the money. And after she got it, a few hours later, she came back and said, hey, I just want you to know you put food on my table and stuff like that. So that part really kind of changed my outlook on what was happening. I saw the people saying wag me, and it was obvious what they were doing, right? That's just the saying by itself is nonsense, because that's not how the game works. Not everybody's going to make it. And you've got these influencers that were, it was easy to see, even being new to the space, it was easy to see what was going on, all of the pump and dumping that was happening in the background. And then as I made more connections, and I got into these back end chat groups, I could see it. They were coordinating and stuff like that. So, that led me to the point where we are with the plague and some of the reasoning behind the plague. I've always had an anti-elite tilt to me, but this is a spot where we can actually do something about it. So that's kind of part of the reason for the plague.
That's awesome. Let's go. I resonate deeply with it. I love how you're mentioning like picking up land in like metaverse land, to own it, to profit from it, but not to necessarily like be in it, live in it. I don't know, personally, I don't like the idea of like having VR glued to my head all day long. It's good to see that there's other people that feel the same and don't necessarily want to do that, even though it might become, a market and people want to do that. It's just like, that's a breath of fresh air. Especially with like, I don't know, it's just the metaverse craze. It's a big buzzword. People are like, we're gonna live in the game, we're gonna be Ready Player One. And it's like, yes, but I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Depends who's making it. But this is very important. Like Zeneca, I'm not sure if you follow some of what he was talking about, but he was saying like, if we're not careful, if we don't become like some of the founding people in the space and direct it correctly, we just end up in square one all over again, where eventually like big companies, like he was saying, like Disney could just come through and just buy Bored Apes and just be like, all of the shit belongs to us now. Like, you guys don't have commercial rights anymore. Like, the way that this is playing out is it's very interesting. And it's also very crucial, like, that we form these communities, like what you're building, and kind of like what we're doing here, where it's like community first, people first, putting them first, like being like having in unimpeachable character, and trying to create an army or a group of people who are on that page, because like it's key. Without that, like, we're just going through like hell, which is like the same cycle over and over and over, which is like this big disparity, and like those who have and have not. And it's kind of like interesting, like with Web3, it's like this gigantic experiment still in the making, but I really do think this is something that can make our lives significantly better and humanity significantly better. But it's just cool, man. It's like very fascinating seeing like the people in the space, and like the really ugly, bro. Like, there's a lot of ugly shit, like whatever you want to call rug, or people pump and dump influencers. But there's also a lot of good, like you were mentioning, like people like putting food on the table, people changing their lives with this. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, the technology itself. Well, so once I learned about it and understood it better, the technology itself is what really we're trying to latch onto. And frankly, it's if the arc of history plays out like it always has, it's very unlikely we will win. and that's, so it actually becomes, just like a lot of things, it becomes what happens. Well, a good tool or a good instrument is created, something is discovered, has a potential to do a lot of good, and it turns into a nightmare. And so that's what will happen with this, because as the blockchain being a trustless system and having everything that's done published on it is great, except for if it's controlled and not decentralized. Then it becomes an absolute nightmare. And that is the most likely outcome. It's the one that we want to try and push back against, but that is the most likely outcome, unfortunately. And so rug pulls are a problem. And, that's one of the things the frogs are going to go after in tandem with some other folks in the space, to try and prevent people from getting rug pulled. The scammers that, like the most recent other side scammers saying that they'll give you your gas refund and they screw you and take all your stuff. That's always going to be here. But those are small problems compared to the bigger issue of the likelihood that if like, for instance, if China has everybody on the blockchain, those people are screwed. And not just China, it can happen anywhere. And it's likely to happen everywhere if there's not if the people don't quickly assert their power over the blockchain and keep that from happening. Again, it's unlikely that it will win, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't fight it.
Yeah, got to put in the good fight. It's now or never, man. It's now or never. It's great to just see, like, I think it's a very interesting space where people use that as a marketing ploy. Like, yeah, decentralization, we're building PDE game, decentralization.
Yeah.
And it's just buzzwords to get liquidity.
VCs, sorry to interrupt. VCs know, not just VCs, businesses know how to talk the talk. And that doesn't mean they're bad. It just means they're smart and they know how to talk the talk. It's the same thing when these companies come out and say, oh, we want to help our community and we want to be environmentally friendly and all this other nonsense that they speak. So it might actually end up that they're doing those things and it becomes a positive, but they're not doing them for the sake of doing them. They're doing them because that's what people want to hear. And that's the same thing with this. Citus or Sidious or whatever you want to say, that game is a perfect example, right? It's shielded by a lot of the big influencers. They sell you everything in that stupid thing. I mean, you probably have to pay per block that you're walking on before it's all done, because it's a VC owned company, and it's and I'm not just knocking them. This is the case with most of the games that are coming, most of the popular games that are coming. Yeah. They're talking about being a Web3 business, but they're not Web3 business. They're using Web3 technology, and they're just Web2 businesses.
Yeah, very well said. I understand the utility of like Web 2, centralization with it's not to say that everything needs to become Web 3,
Sure.
but we're definitely in that point where it's just I don't know, we just got to learn. We need to police ourselves before either it just becomes a crap show and everything that was important about Web 3 just disintegrates and we're just stuck in that loop, or it turns into a situation where it all just gets regulated like brutally, like the rugs get so bad or things get so bad here that they're just like, all right, man, like y'all don't know what you're doing, this is just a crap show, we're just gonna ban all the tech, which I don't think is what especially with regulation and in the US it's looking good. But yeah, that's well said. I think a lot of people don't I recently learned this too, like when I was buying cryptos in like 2020, 2021, whatever coins, like I never even really knew about the VC side of things, like how they get in dirt cheap into a lot of projects and how they get in at the absolute cheapest price, like seed round funding. And like I had no knowledge of that at all, or like how projects have unlocks and token unlocks, and like a lot of people are getting dumped on. And it's just I feel like you'll do very well in this space, and you'll actually be able to have a positive impact if you can just hang through it, grunting through it. I got wiped out in 2017 just like you. I was purely here for greed. I was just like, Bitcoin go up, put all my money in it, watched it go from $19,000 down to $3,000, and I never ever opened CoinMarketCap again. I said crypto's a complete scam. Complete scam. But that was the best time to buy. That was like the best time to buy, actually. So I'm not making that mistake again. I have a different mindset on it. I also don't like when people are like, no, I'm not here for money. I just feel that's like not very genuine. I think we all, to a degree, came here for money or are here for money. But then as you stay in the space and learn more and meet people, you realize that ecosystem of values you have grows. And you're like, wow, you meet really great people, and you learn awesome things, whatever, technology, this, that. And then it becomes more than just the money. But it's like, yeah, there's of course a ton of people here who are, financially incentivized to be here. It's an uncomfortable topic for people to discuss, but I think the more that we can just be honest with ourselves, with each other, we can actually connect with great people and build dope shit. And
people work on incentives. There's no way around that. And anybody that says that's can be circumvented is either not paying attention or is lying. People work on incentives. That's the bottom line. So that incentive can be monetary, or that incentive could be the way it makes them feel to do something, feel good, or but one way or another, incentives are what's going to make people do something. And like I said, there's no way around that. And so what we're doing with the plague specifically is we're working through the community first. And of course, they all believe in what we're doing. But if there was no promise of, I'll have to use the word.
Wi-Fi rug? Oh no. Got a little Wi-Fi rug action. It's all good. Hopefully, Pawns. That Wi-Fi rug.
Did I drop off?
Yeah, you're all good. I'm telling you, bro, they're cluing in, man. They're not happy with the frogs. The resistance is growing stronger, bro. You got to be careful.
Exactly.
You got to get VPN'd.
I have VPN, but
you got to get more VPN.
I got to get something. Yeah, I tried to get Elon Starlink, but it's not. It's not available yet. But,
bro, you need FrogLink.
Exactly. What did I drop off?
Yeah, you're talking about the plague, how you're building it, kind of your mindset.
So most of I won't say most, a lot of our frogs are there because they believe in the Frog Manifesto and the rest of the mission that we rolled out. And so their incentive is they believe in that. But there's probably, I won't give a percentage because I'll just be making it up, but there'll be a percentage of people that they believe in the cause, they want to be a part of that cause. But hey, they also want to make money. And I'm one of those people too, right? This is not a 501(c) NFT, right? We're here to make money, but we can do it both ways, and we can be fair about the way that we're making money and create opportunity for everyone that is willing to seize the opportunity, anyways. And we're very transparent with everything we do. Our Discord has a channel that anytime we make a transaction from the Play account, we post it so everybody can see what we're doing, and then we explain what we're doing. It's while we're not technically a DAO yet, which is a whole nother topic, we are trying to treat it like it's everybody's money, and we're working in the best interest of the frogs.
Beauty. Love it. Oh shit, some samurai frog action. Let's go. Excellent. Yeah, that's dope, man. I love what you're doing. I love how like the ethos of the project, like I said, really resonates. It's great. It's great what you guys are doing. I'm excited to just see how you guys grow. I'm gonna have to cop it and join the nation, bro.
Yeah, we
gotta fight the elites, man.
And I'll tell you the one thing if you just look at the last couple of days, the frog. So from the beginning, we said we're not going to use influencers, and we haven't. We were approached. We had 3,500 tickets by the time we minted the second mint. So we did a phased mint 1 week. The first mint was 1,300. Then 2 weeks later did our second mint, and we had 3,500 tickets. And it's not an exaggeration to say around 50% of those tickets were influencers, alpha groups that said, hey, if we give them whitelists, then they'll pump our project. And we didn't do that. And we're not doing it afterwards. I get hit up almost daily by influencers saying, hey, if you give me X, I'll make a post. And we don't do it. And we rely on the frogs to spread the message. That's part of how we're decentralizing opportunity, is by decentralizing influence. And so our frogs are our influencers, and they're they're just absolutely killing it.
That's the way, man.
Yeah.
Doing it organically. That's how we did it when we were growing and building pre-mint.
Yeah.
Love that. What's before we kind of sign out here, I want to be mindful of your time too. What's something you'd recommend to newcomers in this space? Like what would you tell them briefly in terms of just keeping themselves safe and like how to maneuver?
I would say
newbie tips.
I would say a couple of things. We are not all going to make it, so that's the first thing you got to understand. So you've got to when you're trading, keep that in mind and make smart decisions. Two, if in most cases, if somebody's posting something about a project, they have a agenda. It doesn't mean it's an evil agenda. It just means they have an agenda. They're pumping their bags, and so be wary of that. And especially if you click on it, your timeline is going to get filled with it. So you might get the FOMO because your timeline's filled with things because the algorithm got you. So I would say that. And then you're not going to mint the next Bored Ape Yacht Club. So stop trying to do that. And find a community with a mission and a roadmap that you believe in, that you're willing to stay for the long term. If you can flip, great. I flip. I'm not hating on flippers. I flip projects. I bought the ape dip on Sunday with the intention of flipping it again, a mutant, because I had my apes. I sold them. I don't really consider myself part of that community. I'm not knocking them. I just don't consider myself part of that community. So I'll flip their NFTs like they flip other people's NFTs. And so that's flipping. There's nothing wrong with flipping, but if you're looking for a long-term project, the likelihood you're going to mint the next Bored Ape Yacht Club is very low. So don't try and do that. Just find something you believe in the roadmap, and hold it and see what happens. The last thing I'll say is there's only going to be very few games that are played for the long run and that are going to be adopted by the masses. So if the roadmap is a game, just be careful.
I thought roadmaps equals money. Good landing page.
Yeah,
that's a good landing page. It doesn't need a product.
Exactly.
Beautiful, dude. Very well said, Pons. That's great value. That's invaluable info. Do take that to heart. That's some good, just realistic point of view that will save you a lot of pain if you take it to heart. Love it. Beauty. All right, Pawns. Appreciate you coming on, man. I'm excited to see the plague and the Frog Nation grow, yo.
Thank you for having me, and thanks for being flexible. I know I flaked out on the first time around, so thanks for having me again. I appreciate it.
All good, man. Take care.
Take care.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks. Take care.
Pawns, ladies and gentlemen, was a pleasure. That's some. That was a good conversation. I liked. I like what they're doing. I know there's a lot of fantastic projects out there, but I like how this one is a bit more esoteric or philosophical in its nature, where it's like it's really about, you know, aiding, helping, and benefiting us, like the people who are not in the aristocracy or the trust fund kiddos, or you know, just everyday people, trying to just improve their lives. That's cool. I do think, you know, community first projects will come out on top because they will. We'll have to see, but generally speaking, it's like it will stand the test of time. There's only so much money can do to keep a project afloat, or people just purely being financially incentivized. There is that bridge and that gap where it's kind of like I've heard some friends say, or some, you know, successful business people say, you can't like pay someone to, you cannot just pay someone like as an employee to do well. There needs to be that level of like loyalty and that they have towards you, and that's on you to find that person, and it's also on you to get to a point where you can attract that and to know that, to summon that out of people. But you can't just like give someone cash and expect them to be like, you know, that's not just the only factor that goes into it. So very cool stuff. I'm actually, yeah, I might have to scoop a frog up just to join the gang, because I do like what they're doing there. Speaking of frogs, speaking of games, we'll get into the giveaways just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, but our NFT World server is getting there. We're almost done our Bed Wars game and beta testing. We'll have an announcement out when we'll be accepting our beta testers. Once again, if you want to claim the Discord reward points that we have, you get rewards for attending these live streams and attending events. All you have to do, go into the description of this video, click that Google form link where it says check in. Click that, submit your Discord ID, submit your Twitter handle, and you are checked in, and your points will be allocated to the leaderboard within probably like 24 hours after the stream. So if you already checked in once, you don't need to check in twice. You're good. You're Gucci. Let's just go through chat for a bit, and then we'll get into the giveaways for our allow list. The allow list that we're running, I mean, y'all already know, it's just to give away some world token, the utility token that's going to be for our NFT World, our little Punksville World game. So how are we doing on this Friday? I mean, over here it's a pretty mellow Friday. It is like bleached out gray outside. I'm gonna have to give myself a couple of slaps to get out today. Get out on the streets, start recording more videos. We need a Franken frog. I think we do have a Franken. Dude, we do have a Franken frog. Come on. Hold up. Let me pull it up. We do have a Franken frog. Undo P. If it will, OpenSea will load. Oh, God, I'm getting OpenSea'd, guys. But I know we have I think we frankened a couple cryptodes, because they're Creative Contribution or Creative Commons 0. So we didn't need to get license or permission. We could just franken them. We're back. Wi-Fi rugged. Wi-Fi did some rug. Wi-Fi did some ruggy rug. Wi-Fi did some rug. Wi-Fi got some ruggy rugged. Yeah, R.I.P. me. When Dan gets back, good luck to everyone. 10 Alala spots. Yeah, you guys got good odds. Like I said, if you win again, you have the option of gifting it to a friend. Otherwise, I'm just gonna re-roll it. Borrowing someone's Wi-Fi, yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly as I predicted. Alrighty, let's do this. Let's do this, man. Oh. Indeed, decentralized Wi-Fi, honestly. So FrankenPunks don't automatically have allow list spots. No, they don't. The allow list is for it's designed for non-holders, but we're also letting holders be eligible for it. It's an incentive. So it's a very small amount of world token that's being given to people on the allow list relative to the airdrop you guys are automatically receiving for just being holders. We wanted to create this incentive to encourage, more follows, more shares, more engagement across our socials on top of our Discord reward system. All right, let's run it up then. Y'all wanna get it? Let's run it up. So if you win, do me a favor, just screenshot the moment that you've won and then DM me on Twitter. DM me on Twitter that you won. Discord's the stream on YouTube's just shoddy where it's just hard to get people's information. I mean, if you filled out that form, everyone will be on that Discord forum, which is great, but your YouTube name may not be your name on that form. So just DM me on Twitter if you won, like DM Dr. Ethel, FrankenPunks. Take a screenshot. Don't cheat, please. Don't troll. Otherwise, you'll just get straight up blacklisted and banned from the community altogether. Monsters. People are asking about our next drop. Our next drop is not coming soon. We're focusing on the NFT worlds. We don't really see a good point in doing a drop until our floor is higher, until there's a lot more new people, new demand. It's not a good idea. We've been advised that, and that's what we are doing. But it's 100% on the table. I mean, it's on the roadmap. We'd love to do. We want to do something like with a new drop or breeding, new collection, second collection, whatever it may be. Alrighty. Let me get this one. All right, guys, just start typing in chat so I can collect everybody's. In order to be eligible for these giveaways, when you type in chat, it receives your message as an entry. And it's just user based, so no matter how much you type it, you're not going to get more entries. It's just going to collect your username. Just going to collect your user information. On God. King of the crypto and NFT top, no bling on my wrist, but my ledger been popping. Okay, dope. Let me just do one thing for y'all. Where is it? Where is it? Wow. Find a way out. I'm trying to find a way out. You cannot find a way out.
Can't go
I won, guys! I won! reroll.
You know about this, yeah. No shit, yeah. All my friends legit, yeah. I hit, whoa. I ain't planning on missing it, whoa. You sick, yeah. Shouldn't have had it listed. I sweat, yeah. I sweat.
Winner one.
I sweat, yeah. No stress, one button's all got two press. Ain't no telling when I sweep it next. Swap so heat up on my next. No, my JPEGs really impressed. You listed low and I finesse, yeah. I sweat, yeah. I sweat, yeah. I sweat. I sweat. We next.
Ned, buddy.
We next.
We're gonna have to reroll.
I sweat.
We're gonna have to reroll.
I sweat.
That is our
The
founder.
best thing on the internet. We really flex.
What are the odds?
Low, I sweat.
Franken TV and Ned.
We got so much need on deck.
Winner number
I'm
2.
blessed. Better keep up your Ethan check. We hit you
Jake,
next.
congrats. Hey guys, don't worry if you don't see your name popping up in the animation. It's just an animation. The entries are there. You see, we have up to 46 entries at the top right. So don't worry. All right, Jake is our second winner.
Yeah, I sweat. Yeah, I sweat. Yeah, no stress. One button's all got two press. Ain't no telling when I sweep it next. Swap some heat up on my decks. No, my JPEGs really impressed. You listed low and I finesse.
Jinha Yu. Congrats, yo. Take a screenshot of your winnings, DM us on Twitter, and we'll get you swooped up. Okay, that's winner number 3. Let's go to number 4. Samujai for the round 2? Dude, what? He's already won. Let's re-roll this. That's not, I feel like that's not fair. Let me re-roll number 4 for y'all. Jordan drops, winner number 4. Congrats, Jordan.
Hey, I did it, I told you.
All right, winner number 5.
We did it, we Franken gang, we did it, we told you. 40K out on Twitter, now I'm out here cooking on Pro Tools. You a common fool, won't approach you, but these common fools, they need hope to. Peep the bars
Winner
of
number 5.
Homie, you
Let's
lost
go.
emotional vision. Homie, you soft, I'm Goku, you krillin'. This shit got me sauce, like soju, I'm sipping. I'm popping off, won't be stopped. They coming my way, they get cry, oh my God. I found me a lane that go right to the top. Elevator shit, oh my God.
Xander 3. Winner number 6.
I did it, I told you.
Congrats.
We did it, we Franken gang.
Right.
We did it, we told you.
Here we go, number 7.
60K on the Twitter. Now I'm out here cooking on Pro Tools. You a common fool, wanna approach you. Goddamn bitch,
You know, already won. Let's
I
re-roll.
put a hater face on the stove. I let these motherfuckers all know. Yeah, it's Armageddon. I'm Harley venting like this. Some venomous shit, no pot of pissing. So I'm putting my dick in this intro.
Dude, what are these? What the hell is up
I
with
am the
this?
villain, I ain't no hero. We could get
Shows
scary.
me 47
Robert De Niro.
entries.
Goddamn, man, this shit is a free throw.
Rug.
Blockchain, they've been boosting my ego. Octane, I've been feeling like
It's already
Devo.
giving us
Point
the
away,
winner.
4 punk is a steal.
He's
Never
coming
wait,
new.
bitch, I'm out in the field. Fuck the fake shit, I'm keeping it real. They digging their grave cause they're stuck in their feelings, man. I
Okay,
can't
luck.
relate, man. I need me some millions.
Our
Nah,
winner number
I need me a billion
7,
like Jay and Yay. I gotta go get it.
I believe, yeah.
The hate they've been sending, I kept the wheel spinning
Lux
on top
is our
where we
winner.
ended. Yeah, we did it, 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 we did it.
Ridiculous.
We did it, we did it, we Franken
Okay.
gang, we did it,
We have
did
three.
it.
We have 3 left.
Man, fuck them all, man, fuck these bitches, we did it, we
We
did
got
it.
3 spots left here.
We did it, 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 we did it.
What? Lol. I see me 3rd time, so close. Definitely no monsters yet. Lux, well done. Yeah. All right, winner number 8. Here we go. Dude, this guy won 3 times in a row. What are these? Let me refresh this, guys. This is weird AF. I don't understand. Is it like bugged? Okay, guys, throw 666 on the chat. Qualify for this last one. Drop some 666s. We'll just do it for the people who are here, who are left. If you throw 666 in the chat, it'll give you an entry. We have 3 spots left. Play the lottery, bro. It's rigged. If you already won, don't bother. You guys are hilarious. Who knows this song? Who knows this song?
That's my Franken queen. She spent all my ends.
Where's she taking me?
To the moon, it seems.
All right, let's draw
I
it.
don't want no apes. I don't want no fidenza. Man, my life has changed when I met the doc in November. Gave a call to my cool cats, to my doodles. Call my
NT64, winner number 8.
Studio. We got punks,
Congrats,
we
yo.
got FrankenPunks, we got Franklin's. Licky one I get, we got Benjamin Banklin. We the Franken Kings. We spent all I eat. Oh, Elizabeth, won't you talk to me?
Diamond Dog coming in, number 9.
I don't want no apes. I don't want no fidenza.
We got one spot left.
Changed when I met the doc in November. Pass my blunt to my pump, tell them pump this shit up. Fill my cup, know the doc, say what's up. FrankenPunk, we just minted this month. This I changed.
Space Pink Cannery. There's our winners, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to our Allow List winners. Once again, if you want to make sure you get the Discord reward points for attending this live stream, it's in the description. Go and fill it out. Beautiful. Take screenshots. All winners take screenshots of your wins. If you cheat, if you are caught cheating and banking in something that you did not win, you will be punished for it. I encourage you not to do that. It's gonna hurt in the long run, big time. Dan, your DMs are closed. DM us on Twitter. 3D FrankenPunks on Twitter. DM 3D Franken. Or open a ticket. If you're in Discord, open a ticket or DM 3D FrankenPunks on Twitter. I'm selling my FrankenPunks. It's disheartening. Oh, funny. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I'm happy you guys. Yeah, I'm happy you get some entertainment out of it. GG. No problem. Cheers, Zach. Or is that Taxter? Is it Taxter?
Buckroll.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, James.
I turned to a monster, grew up with no papa. Deadbeat daddy put more weight on my mother. I just kept on digging, get these diamonds out the rock, yeah. And now I'm here and I'm blowing up your chakras. Bitch, I need that cargo, money out the iPhone. If we got a problem, then I'm pulling up the rifle. I'm the top dog, you can't name me a rival. You gave your best shot, it was dead on arrival, bitch.
When I die, put my legend in the grave.
That's worth the drizzy, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I sold my soul to the
Much
fucking
love,
blockchain. When I die, put my leisure in the grave. I'm powered up and I'm going nuts. Handing out these hits with another cut. Hey, you buying fiat, man, you dumber than Dumb and Dumber. I might just re-up on some ETH, man, you gotta love it. Yeah, this for my OGs. I don't want a home, I need a toad, yeah. I don't want a girl, I want a crypto hoop. And a fur ball with a Denzaloon. That's super high, I don't give a fuck. Big Smoke holding up the line, Pizza Hut. Yeah, can I get combo number 2? Put a crypto punk in it, man. Why don't you? Monster, grew up with no papa. Deadbeat daddy, put more weight on my mother. I just kept on digging, get these diamonds at the rock.
How do you find the songs? It's you have to be a governor to get the playlist.
If we got a problem, then I'm pulling up the rifle.
I want to publish it. Like all the music's ready.
You gave your best shot.
We've just been hesitant and nervous of publishing it because like we were worried that we'd get a lot of blowback for publishing it of like, ooh, where's the token? Where's this? Where's that? We're like, all right, let's deliver like stronger deliverables first and like satiate the community, and then we can push the music hard. But you know, honestly, I could just publish it. I'll just do that, man. Screw it. I'm just gonna throw it on Spotify. Like, I don't really care. I'll just throw it on Spotify, make it available for y'all because they bang. The songs really do bang. and then maybe we could do a marketing push for it in the future or something. I'll have to talk to the team, publish all the songs, because we got 21 tracks just sitting in my hard drive, you know, all mastered, mixed and mastered. Alrighty, yo, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for spending damn 1 hour 51 minutes with us here in Frankenland. Been an absolute pleasure. My day's just getting started. I've got some work to do, more videos to produce, and then later today I'm hitting the streets with my boy, and we're gonna make some fire content. So much love to y'all. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. You're a legend, man. I'll be talking to y'all very soon. And I will get you all. If you've won an allow list, don't worry, you're gonna get taken care of. I got you. No need to worry. Alrighty. Love you, Franken gang. Peace out. Peace. Peace.